If you haven't already, please click that like button and comment down below what you think. Also, thanks for the 1,000 views. I did not think my poor little manga series would get that much. Without delay, let's get into today's episode.
The next morning, sunlight pours through Yuruki's bedroom window. He slowly opens his eyes and lets out a deep yawn. Stretching his arms above his head, a smile appears on his face. Man, I actually feel refreshed. For the first time in a while, everything feels calm. Yuruki heads downstairs with a smile on his face. Man, time for breakfast. He cracks his neck and stretches his shoulders. Then it's straight into my morning workout. He grins to himself. I don't have much planned today, so I might just knock myself out training. The moment Yuruki walks into the kitchen, he freezes. The table is covered with a huge breakfast. His eyes light up with excitement. Mom, you spoiled me rotten today. He laughs. Man, that's a lot of calories to burn off. Perfect. Without wasting another second, Yuruki digs in. A few minutes later, Yuruki gets ready to leave. He checks his pockets one last time. Dude, I hope I got everything. Last time I forgot my headphones. That workout was depressing. He grabs the door handle and smiles. Time to go. Yuruki puts on his earphones and starts the music. Time to get in the zone. As he walked toward the gym, his phone suddenly starts ringing. The music cuts out. Someone is calling. Yuruki glances at his phone. The caller ID reads, Haruto. He answers, Dude, what's up? Haruto gets straight to the point. I can't talk long, so listen. Meet me and Sumai at the stadium later. Don't worry, we've got you covered. Just show up and don't lie. We know you've got nothing planned today. See you later. Peace. A few minutes later, Yuruki is deep into his workout. Sweat drips down his face as he powers through set after set. He wipes his forehead with a grin. Hell yeah, that summer body's coming along nicely. Back home, Yuruki gets ready to meet Haruto. He catches his reflection in the mirror and flexes with a grin. Not bad. All that hard work is finally paying off. At the stadium, Yuruki makes his way through the crowd. Before long, he spots Haruto and Sumai chatting. A smile appears on his face as he walks over to them. Yo, I kept you guys waiting? Yuruki walks over with a smile. Sorry I'm late, guys. Sumai smirks and looks at Haruto. Told you he'd show up, now pay up. Haruto quickly tries to change the subject. Hey Yuruki, have you gotten taller, or is it just my imagination? Sumai folds his arms. Oh, you're deaf now, pay up or else. Haruto nervously laughs. Bro, I don't have the money. Inside the stadium, the game is in full swing. The crowd erupts with cheers as the atmosphere comes alive. Haruto glances at Yuruki and Sumai with a sneaky grin. He chuckles to himself. I've got a little surprise for you guys. Think of it as a small gift. After the game, the three friends make their way home together. Yuruki and Sumai help Haruto walk as they laugh, sing, and chat, completely unaware they're drunk. Yuruki throws a hand into the air. Here's to us, Sumai laughs. The night's still young. Yuruki looks over at Haruto, who's barely staying on his feet. Let's get Haruto home first. He looks like he's about to pass out. A few minutes later, the trio arrives outside Haruto's house. Sumai looks up at the massive home, his eyes widening. Hold up, this is where he lives? This sucker is loaded. The two walk up to the front door and knock. Meanwhile, Sumai keeps mumbling to himself in amazement, unable to take his eyes off the mansion. A butler opens the front door. Yuruki smiles politely. Good evening, sir. We brought our dearest friend home since he passed out. The butler glances at Haruto and nods. I will take it from here. Please wait here for a moment. He effortlessly lifts Haruto into his arms and carries him inside. Sumai looks over at Yuruki with a grin. You know, this reminds me of a novel I read. Shouldn't we be calling Haruto Young Master? Yuruki stares at him for a second, and both of them burst out laughing. Cut it out, dude. Just then, the butler returns. The car is ready. Please get in. I will take you both home. The butler drops Yuruki and Sumai off at their destination. The two wave goodbye as the black car drives away. Well, dude, this is my cue. See you tomorrow. Then we punish that idiot Haruto for spiking our drinks. Sumai grins. Way ahead of you, dude. The two laugh before going their separate ways. Yuruki finally arrives home. He heads straight upstairs, throws himself onto the bed, and crashes. Lights out. The next morning arrives. As the sun rises over the quiet morning, a new day begins. Yuruki wakes up to the sound of his alarm. He slowly sits up on his bed and stares out the window. For a moment, he just sits there quietly, taking in the morning view. Yuruki heads to the bathroom and stares at himself in the mirror. Man, what a night. He He lets out a big yawn and starts brushing his teeth. A few minutes later, after getting dressed, Yuruki grabs his things and heads out the door. Another day begins. Outside, Yuruki steps into the fresh morning air. But the massive hangover from last night is definitely catching up with him. Suddenly, his phone vibrates. Yuruki checks the message and sees it's from Aikari. "Meet me at the cafe, the one where we had our first date. See you soon." Yuruki arrives at the cafe and walks inside. To his surprise, Aikari is already sitting there waiting for him. The moment she spots Yuruki, she jumps up with excitement and runs toward him. She wraps her arms around him affectionately, then takes his hand and leads him to his seat. The two sit down and begin a deep conversation, catching up on everything that happened while they were apart. Aikari takes a deep breath, her expression suddenly becoming serious. "The reason I wanted to see you is to tell you that..." She pauses for a moment, her eyes beginning to tear up. "We can't see each other anymore." Her voice trembles as she struggles to hold back her tears. Yuruki calmly takes out his phone and scrolls through his pictures. He stops at a photo of Aikari with her fiancé and silently hands the phone to her. "Is this the reason we're breaking up?" Aikari looks at the phone in shock. "How did you know?" She stops herself, swallowing the rest of her words. Yuruki looks at her calmly. "I understand. No need to tell me the rest." The waiter brings over the check, and Yuruki pays the bill. The two stand up and leave the cafe. Yuruki takes Aikari's hand. "Come on, I want to show you something." "Where are we going?" Aikari asks. "Just trust me." The two eventually arrive at the park, standing beneath the same tree where they once confessed their feelings to each other. Aikari looks at Yuruki with tears in her eyes. "I can't believe you remember." Yuruki gently pulls her closer. Before she can say another word, he leans in and kisses her passionately. The two share a heartfelt moment beneath the tree. Stay tuned for the next part.